Great morning, everyone. Let me grab some cards out here. Now, yesterday I saw a picture of Trumpenstein, and I see why he's in hiding. He's wearing a white cap. He's kind of in a shadow, but you can see right here he's got a big bruise. He's got a big bruising right here. So either he fell down, he ran into something, or somebody had enough and punched him. I don't know which of the three it is, but he had a very noticeable large bruise here. So that's why he's in hiding. Nine out of 10, he either ran into something or fell. But let's look and see what the cards are going to say, if it's going to tell us anything about that. I'm giving him a ruffle shuffle here as I talk, and we'll look and see if the cards can tell us anything. So what is it's going on? Okay, mentally, he's being ruled by the mind now. Mind, things are transforming mentally. When it comes to the truth, really mentally, the truth of it, his mind is, going through some changes. In the center of it all, guess who? Guess what? This is still his drama, what he's chained to. The challenge is arguments, fights, struggling, and potential outcome is some sort of a victory, wanting a victory. So when it comes to his dark side, the messages he's putting out, okay, what he's trying to feed people, again, other messages, wanting to control, okay, out of his dark mental space. Mentally, it's about this retribution, the hatred, and the foundation is temperance, tempering through his abuse of power. When it comes to the struggle and a victory, what's being built is ongoing, feeling embattled. He's continually feeling embattled. Why? Because above it all, now this could also be usually my card for Pam Bondi. It's trying to navigate this thing, but it also could be people pushing, wanting to have, again, the Epstein files, etc. So when we look at this, trying to temper this message that he's being embattled, and I think this has to do with his fall. He's not stable any longer. So he's trying to convince people that he's okay, what they're building. Again, another lie, another fishtail is being built to try to control an abuse of power, because they don't want people to see that he's getting frail, he's losing his faculties, okay? Mentally, the truth about the mental realm, his dark side, he's getting ever more toxic as he goes, and battling, he wants a victory, okay, with what he's building, because, again, he's feeling embattled. So he's lashing out at everybody. lashing out at everybody. So let's see what else it's going to tell us. Okay, so at the center of it all, the wheel is turning. Karma is coming. Yeah, you can't get out of it. Above it, we have his abuse of power. Mentally abusing people with what's being shared. Okay. So he's always been this. He's always been toxic. You know, if somebody does something against him, he wants to ruin them. It's just who he is. So coming into it, we have the Republicans, the family dynamic as well, figuring out the next move. The next move, what are they going to do when it comes to the Epstein things and these investigations, the things that are not going away. They're looking perhaps at their own motivations, their own things, what's going on. The other side of it, we have his delusion, ongoing delusion. Perhaps they're starting to see his delusion. This above it, this just this heinous non-spirituality, this wanting to be this authority, and the delusion is wanting a victory, that he's an authority, and he's continuing to charge forward. And so this is what's being worked on. What's being worked on is what to share the next abuse of power. Okay? They're looking at the authorities, what's coming up, figuring out the next move to try to get some sort of a victory. But now this is the Republicans, the wheel is turning, they see his delusion, and they're looking forward at where this is moving to. Okay? How to move this forward, because he's becoming even more delusional by the day. And this stuff cannot continue to be covered over. What's being shared by this closest for a victory, and looking at authorities, how to make the next move. They're in consultation with this abuse of power, how to continue to control things. Okay? So they're working on it, how to share, what they can do, how to get out of this. Because it's more and more apparent, more and more clear that he's losing his faculties. He's quite ill. I think, again, he's having the strokes, the mini strokes. And it's becoming more and more difficult to cover that over. Mini strokes. The mind, it's affecting the mind. Mini strokes, new actions. New action coming in when it comes to being able to control leadership, etc. Mentally, he's becoming more and more tied up. Yeah, it's not looking good. They're figuring out a new path, something. They're hiding, of course, they're hiding it with a new action. So, yeah, something new is coming up with him that they are still, of course, trying to hide. What else do we need to know? Message about an action, the light on a victory. Message, the light on a victory. So what's the victory? What victory? The life path, life choices. When it comes to controlling the energy, and the nightmare. The nightmare. So they're trying to find a way around what's going on with him, the concern. Now he has not been texting. Somebody else has been texting for him because it's not his usual, the way he does things. Nobody can write as toxic as he can. So trying to cover for him doesn't work well. So anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here and we'll see what happens, what they're going to come up with today. But, yeah, he's taken a fall. Mentally, mind is shutting down some things. A stroke will do that. Things are being shut down. So far, he's been lucky. He's just had a lot of mini strokes. And so I'm sure there's a lot of concern with all these mini strokes. They don't want it to get out that he's having those. But a big one is around the corner. A large stroke is coming. It's around the corner for him. He can't get away with it. Okay, I don't care how good the doctors are. It's coming. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.